Let's learn about the basics of the video editing program Shotcut. It's pretty easy to get around in, but it does take some practice because it's not extremely intuitive. But let's get started. First thing, when we open up Shotcut, we see a screen that looks like this. I know we'd like to be able to put some video clips or still images in, so let's do that. I'm going to click on Playlist, slide this window over to the side, go to another location that has the videos that I'd like. Let's add this Minion song. I'm just dragging and dropping. Let's add these spruce trees in here. And let me pause that right now. I'm going to slide back over again. Now, once you have the items that you would like to use in the playlist, you're ready to start working on your timeline. If this doesn't show up on your screen, just click on Timeline up on the top and it'll appear down on the bottom. Then you have your video window over here, and again you have a playlist that can appear here. You can also see a playlist sometimes that'll appear over on the right side. We're going to be using a green screen, and we're going to actually start with that because that's what our end result's going to be. So you always drag what you would like to have as the object that's going to appear behind your green screen in your very, very first track. So that's why I'm having these spruce branches down here. Then I need to add more tracks. So I'm going to right click on this green area, click on Add Video Track. You'll see another track pops up. Let's add the Minions to that track. So I just drag and drop. You'll notice there's a big green area before this that I don't want. I can either slide this over to the left, or I can right click on any of that green area, and when I click remove, it'll automatically move it over to the side. Now we can tell I don't have enough spruce to be in the background for this whole video. That's easy to take care of. I'm just going to show you this way that works pretty slick. I'm going to click on the video that I'd like to have, or an image. I'm going to click copy, slide the playhead over, do Control V for paste, and let me go right in there one more. Let's get rid of this green area. Right click remove, slams it over. You'll notice my clip is longer than the video. Easy to take care of. I can go to the end. Maybe you'll see that there's a red line that appears. There's a double-headed arrow there. I just left click, I hold it down, I drag it over, and it'll match up on the end. Or if I would like, I can just make sure that my playhead matches with the very end of my video right here. Click on the video clip. I can right click, split it playhead, or I can use this icon, which is also the split it playhead. Click on that little bit that's left, hit the delete key on my keyboard, and now it's gone. So now we have this. I would like to remind you at this point, you should be saving your presentations all the time because you never know. Videos have a tendency to crash. So I'm just going to be saving this onto my desktop, and I have a Shotcut folder right there, and call it any name that you would like. I'm going to call it Video 1. Save it. Now if my computer crashes, I'll be okay. I have the Minion clip right here, and I'm clicking right on these numbers to move the playhead around. You'll see I have a green screen right here, and I know my end result is going to be a green screen, so let's get rid of it right now. What I do first, I click on my green screen video, go to Filters. Filters becomes your best friend. You want to use that. Go to the plus sign. I'm going to go to the video icon for Show Video Filters, and I have a couple of options. The Chroma Key Advanced gives you a lot of options in case your green screen isn't as nice and solid as what this one is. It can help you adjust a little, but if the simple one works, that's great. A word of warning, once you have selected one of these, it for some reason wants to keep remembering that you did. So kind of watch out with that a little bit. So knowing my end result is going to be a green screen effect with these branches showing through, I'm going to click on Chroma Key Simple. And you'll notice the background just disappeared. This would really not be a good situation to use a green screen because the minions just kind of are lost in the middle. But for right now, we're going to live with that. there's a little green halo around the outside of these minions, and that is pretty easy to be able to take care of. What I'm going to do is go back to my filters again while I'm have this layer selected right here. Let me go back. There we go. And I click the plus sign, and I'm going to go up to Alpha Channel Adjust. I click on it, and now I can adjust, and if you watch a little bit of the green around there, you'll notice that some of that green starts to disappear. You know what? It didn't disappear because I forgot under the no change I have to select what I would like to do with it. I'm going to choose the shrink soft because that provides a nice edge. Hey, did you notice? It disappeared. And you can experiment with this until you get just what you want. You have to be careful you don't lose chunks of an item that happens to be inside. You also have other choices that you can use in here. You just have to experiment till you find what ends up working. Also, maybe I'd like the minions to be larger. We can do that also. As long as I have the video clip selected, I can come up to the plus in my filters, and if I go down toward the bottom, there's a size and position. If I click that, notice the handles that show up. You do have to choose either fill, which will make it go all the way out. It already is there, so that isn't going to work, or distort. And if I choose distort, now I can grab these handles and I can drag the handles, and if I grab that little dot in the middle, I can drag them around on the screen for whatever is going to work best in my situation for these. And you'll notice at the top it kind of runs off. I've got to fill it up more toward the top. You can experiment with that. You can find out what works best for you with that one. So there we go. All right, now I've got the bar around there. If I click somewhere else within my video, it's gone. So now I've added a green screen that I can live with for the time being. Now let's add some text to the screen. So we may want to come into some place like right here in the video, and let's add some text in here. I click on the video. I can either right click, split it playhead, or let's make it be this long. I can come right up here again, click my split it playhead right there. Now I have this video. You could right now add text just to this clip if you'd like, but that would have a very cold start and a very cold end to the text that you put on the screen. So I'd like it to be more of a fade in and a fade out with the text. So what I need to do is create another video track. So I right click over here, go add video track. There we go. Come back to the clip that I just split, copy, click on this track, Control V for paste, and just drag it over on top of it. Now we have a perfect match. I'm going to move my playhead right over here. Let's add some text. Again, remember, I've got my filters right up here that I can add my text to. I come down and click the plus sign. Make sure I'm in the video mode. Scroll down till I see text. Click on text. You're not going to want this, so let's change it. Right here, I can highlight, type in "this is text." It's still awfully big, isn't it? So let's just grab the resizing handles, bring it down like this, and you'll notice as I keep moving my resizing handles, it keeps changing. I can come in here, I can make adjustments to where I want the text inside that box. I grab that little circle in the center, I drag it up, and let's say that this is where I'd like it to be. I can also change my font color if I would like. Let's just choose a yellow right now. See how that changes? I can add an outline if I would like. I can also add a background color to it. So if I would like it to stand out more on the page, I can use that. And again, I can click anywhere else in my video. It'll get rid of that box that you saw around the outside. Let's go back up here. If you would like your text to fade in or your text to fade out, that's simple to do. Just click on the clip that has your text, come back up to your filters again, click the plus sign, go fade in video, and make sure you click adjust opacity or opacity instead of fade with black. So we have that. Then I also click on the plus again, go fade out video, adjust opacity instead of fade with black. I have both of those added inside of there. You can adjust the time. This would be on the fade out now. I could adjust the time right here with that. If I come to my fade in video, I can adjust the time for my fade in also. So when you play it, let's hope it works here. Do you see how that came in there? Now right now it's jerky because it's still rendering for me adding all of these changes. I want to make sure I save, so I do a Control S. And there we go, it's saved for me. And then we can come back in. See how that fades in? Also doesn't help when I'm recording. That's eating up a lot of memory on my computer. So that's how you can add text to your video presentation. And the nice part is you can place this text anywhere you like on the screen. That's better than a lot of video editing programs that you happen to have. All right, now we have all this showing. If you wanted to work without the background, you also have options for each of your tracks. You have a mute. And if you press the mute, that means if there's audio on this particular track, it won't be heard. If I wanted to work without being able to see all the way through, I can click this I and it will hide it. And then I can adjust if I would like in the other video clip. So if I clicked in here, I would be able to work on this particular layer. When I want to bring it back again, just click on the sleeping eye and it will end up showing whatever happens to be hidden behind it. If you want to be able to remove any filters, let's say we don't like having this fade in video, fade out video in this particular video clip we have right here, it's simple to get rid of. Just click on whichever it is and do the minus and it's gone. It works that simply. So you can do any of those items with it. In order to save your project when you're all finished, you just come up to Export, click on Export. It will ask where you're saving from, exporting from, the timeline. I want it to be in an MP4 format, and then I can click on my export file. I choose where I want it to go to, and in this case, I was on my desktop, and so I would choose my desktop for this in my Shotcut folder, and I would have my video one right there. I click Save. And now it's saving my video for me. And you'll see right up here you can monitor the progress of that video, and then you'll have a standalone video. Hopefully this is going to be able to help you be able to figure out the basics of getting started with Shotcut. It's a fantastic program. I hope you enjoy it. There are all kinds of tutorial videos inside of YouTube if you would like to learn more about it. Thanks everybody. Enjoy working with Shotcut.